Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at the challenges that came with the ArmA 3 beta, and all the challenges right now are firing drills. As you can see, I've already completed the green course. I've actually completed the red course, but I only got the second highest score or rank you can get. I guess you have to get the highest in order to get a check mark. But I'm going to run you guys through these two courses, or I'm going to run myself through them, and you can see what they're all about. Alright, so this is the actual course of fire that I'm going to be running through from start to finish, and I've run through it enough times at this point that I've got the whole thing memorized. So, see what it's all about. There are portions where I have to use my rifle, portions where I have to use my pistol, portions where I have to stand, kneel, or crouch, and I have to stand in the boxes. And the boxes consist of four cones. And let's see if I can get a good time. And the way you choose which course of fire is you shoot either the green circle or the orange circle for training or competitive. And I'll go competitive, see how well I can do today. Do start timer. And what I do here is I work on my point shooting skills, meaning I work on shooting without aiming down the sights for the large part.
Most courses are composed of checkpoints that you'll follow. Others allow more freestyle navigation. Clear. Depending on the rules, you'll need to engage all targets before moving on, or you can skip targets and accept a penalty. Checkpoint clear. Move on. Okay, time for some targets. Let's start with just one for now. Next checkpoint. This target appears later and does not stay up. Missing results in penalty time. Good one. Move on. Targets appearing at different times. Clear. And multiple targets at once here. Good one. Next checkpoint. Targets can move too. Checkpoint clear. Move on. Your final time is affected by the penalties you've incurred and the bonuses you've won. Cutting corners isn't always faster. Next. In the second lane, the concept of using specific weapons is introduced. In this case, use your rifle, but always observe the checkpoint briefly. Next. Clear. Courses sometimes introduce shooting boxes at some checkpoints. Engaging targets from these boxes nets the best results. Clear. Good one. Move on. Checkpoints may also define a specific stance to use, like firing from prone or taking a knee. Be sure to keep an eye on the checkpoint briefing when you study and memorize the course. Move on.
Wow.
We'll be switching weapons again for this lane. Crouch. Next checkpoint. Prone. Target missed. Excellent. Target missed. Crouch. Clear. Clear.
That's the whole thing. Well, that's one of my better times. My best time obviously got me a gold star. In fact, I missed those three targets right at the end, and that gave me a 7.5 second penalty, which really sucks. But I think that was actually the best time I've ever run the course in, other than missing those two targets at the prone pistol box. So that's a good demonstration of how this course works. I think it's really cool. Running through it enough is definitely going to help your shooting in ArmA overall. And what I do is I practice point shooting a lot, because there's a lot of times where, if you watch my videos in the past, I don't play with crosshairs. I know I have recently in my ArmA 3 videos, but that's because in order to have name tags on, we have to have crosshairs on.
Competitive.
And I'm not going to run it again. But we are going to move on to the next course, which is also pretty fun. So let's move on. Alright, here's the second course.
Stand by.
I didn't select anything. I guess it got tired of waiting on me to do something. As you can see, the whole course is laid out over here again. This one focuses a lot on moving and leaning, and instead of having the F2 2000, you get the Scorpion Evo 9mm. And let's check out the course.
Training rules. Competitive rules.
And of course, you're locked into where you start from at the beginning.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Checkpoint clear. Move on. Crouch. Next. Clear. Next checkpoint.
Now, this is where I lose a second because you have to stop. To fucking switch. You have to stop moving to switch weapons.
Next. Next checkpoint. Clear. Move on. Checkpoint clear. Move on. Nice.
Shooting outside the box. The boxes on this lane are really... especially in that little shoot house with the pistol, like I feel like you should be moving and shooting, and if you move out of the box, you get penalized. So, that's a demonstration of the firing drill challenges. Both of the two that I've done so far. I haven't even touched the last two yet. We'll take a look at those tomorrow. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely check these out if you're interested. They help your overall shooting skills. And as usual, thanks for watching.